Hello, amazing yogis. It's Miley. I hope that you're able to find a little release just from your day by tuning into this video. We're going to be working through some hot yoga flow, and I hope that you are hydrated and that maybe you can find a little bit of heat. I've got my fireplace cranked up here. So if you want to put some sweats on or maybe turn the heat up in your space a little bit so that we can get warm and help those muscles loosen up. So we're going to start out just by really opening our body with our breath. So there's no rules here, just starting to deepen your breath and maybe stretching the body in any way that feels good to you. So maybe you take a big deep breath in, kind of stretch those arms back, and then you exhale, maybe giving yourself a nice little squeeze, little hug here, perhaps tucking the chin into the chest. Take another deep breath in here. Feel your body lifting up. Exhale, roll the chin into the chest. Let it all melt away. Notice what arm is on top, and as you inhale again, open up, breathing into your body. And on your exhale, cross that other arm right over the top. Give yourself a nice little hug. Take another deep breath in, really root down into the earth as you lift tall with the breath. And then exhale, let the chin come into the chest, drop it down. Beautiful job. We're gonna come now back to standing, and we're gonna take 3 deep cleansing breaths. So we're gonna inhale through the nose, and as we exhale, we're gonna bring our palms together and exhale with our mouth open. Lips sealed, and repeat again 2 more times. So let's breathe in deeply together. Now beginning to anchor those palms right into your heart center, rooting down into the earth through your heels, sealing your lips together, tucking your chin in just slightly, and breathing in and out through the nose. Long, deep breath cycles. On your exhale, let those shoulders fall away from your ears. Bring your shoulders in line over your hips, over your heels. Make sure those toes are light on the mat. As you breathe in deeply, feel the crown of the head reaching up toward the sky. And as you exhale, draw your navel in slightly so that you can feel your torso supported here. If you need to release your palms at any time because you're building strength, go ahead and do so. As we move through our flow, stop and take a water break anytime you need, and listen to your body. You know your own body best. And while we're here connected through this video, I'm not there to help you, to watch you, so you need to take extra care of your own body. So tuning into your body right now, take a little scan, starting at the crown of the head, and as you breathe deeply, moving through your breath cycles, notice as you move down from your head all the way through each part of your body. Notice what your body's telling you. Maybe you have an injury, or you woke up with some soreness, or you're not sure how you hurt yourself. And just take note so that when we are moving through these poses, you can take it very easy listening to your body. So deepening that breath, let's take one more deep, beautiful breath in, breathing in the appreciation to be able to come to this moment in time together. And then exhaling with gratitude. Let's let everything else that's not gratitude just fall right away. Let's bring those palms down by the side. Let's root down in through the earth and inhale, rise those arms up high into our mountain pose, Tadasana. So root down through all 8 corners of your feet. So do a toe check, pull those toes up, press down through the rest of your feet. And then you can let those toes relax, but keep the engagement in your low body. I'm gonna turn to the side here. So you wanna make sure that from your navel all the way down through your heels, your body is totally engaged. So engage the low legs, the upper legs, and even the glute muscles. Tuck your tailbone in slightly and pull those thumbs back as much as you can. Relax the shoulders from right to left, away from the earlobes, so you're really engaging the muscles in the upper back. Strong straight arms, pinkies dialing slightly inward. Let's take a deep breath in, look up, lift up, be sure those glutes are engaged, and as you exhale, open it up for a hard opening back bend. Let's breathe it in and rise a little bit higher, and then exhale, gentle, but take it a little bit deeper. Breathe it in, rise it all the way back up for your mountain pose, Tadasana, and then exhale, bend those knees, bring those palms together and right through the center line of the body, and fold it forward into your Uttanasana. Let everything go here and just take some open stretching. So we're looking for hips over the heels. You can bring those palms down to the earth if you need to. It's kind of nice to bring the weight forward into the balls of the feet and all 10 toes and really open up the body by kind of pedaling the legs back and forth. Maybe a few gentle nods, yes, with your head, moving that chin all the way out, and then bringing it in toward the chest. And then maybe we want to stabilize, ground down through the feet, through those four corners, cross the arms at the elbows. Let's take a little stretch here, opening up our side body. So maybe you can shimmy that face right in between those biceps, and just opening up the body here, side to side, breathing that beautiful breath cycle. Feel your body expanding on the inhale, and on the exhale, draw your navel in and see if you can fold a little bit more deeply. Let's let those palms fall all the way down to the side, and then let everything relax again. Let the head go. Bring the weight of your body forward into the balls of the feet and all 10 toes, and plant those palms out, shoulder width distance apart on the mat. Bend your knees as much as you need to make this happen, and then take a deep breath in. And on your exhale, squat, tuck, curl, and round into a tight ball here. So we're bringing our hips down over our heels, and we're pressing into all 10 of our toes if we can. We're keeping the hips lined right over the balls of the feet here. Heels high, arches stretching, and then maybe you can tuck your chin in and your face all the way up. So keep that beautiful breath work going here. On every inhale, feel your lungs opening and expanding with air. On the exhale, stay tight and curl into a tight ball. Relax those shoulders. Breathe it in. Open up the body with the breath. Exhale, draw that navel in, curl and round. One more big sweeping breath in. Exhale, curl into a tight ball. On your inhale, you're going to transition back to your standing forward fold. And on your exhale, fold it right in. One breath to one motion now. Inhale, rise into mountain pose, Tadasana. Exhale, open it up for your back bend. Breathe back through Tadasana Mountain. And then exhale, Uttanasana, fold it forward. Release it all here in your standing forward fold. And then plant those palms out and begin to press into the balls of the feet and the toes as you slowly bring those hips right on down to the heels. Now maybe here as you breathe, you can challenge your balance by bringing one palm up to a knee, or maybe you can begin to wrap those forearms right around the body, curling into a tight ball. Breathe one more big, beautiful breath in. Exhale, stay, draw the navel in and curl into a ball. Inhale moves you back in to your standing forward fold. Exhale, releasing it all the way down. Let it go. On your next inhale, rise it all the way back up through mountain pose. Exhale, open up, back bend. Breathe it in, root down, and rise up with those palms. And then exhale, surrender it all forward. Uttanasana, forward fold. Release it all, plant those palms. And then inhale, start to move the weight into the front of the feet, all 10 toes. And come on down to that squat, tuck, and round. Curling into a tight ball. Maybe beginning to wrap the arms around the legs to challenge the balance. And then imagine here as you breathe on your inhale, like there's angel wings opening on your back. And on your exhale, drawing those wings in, curling them around you, curling into a tight ball. One more breath here. Breathe it in. Relax into the feet as much as you can. Stay for the exhale. Curl. Breathe it in. And then exhale, folding it forward, releasing it all. We're going to inhale, rise all the way back up into mountain pose. Palms are going to come together to connect. And then you're going to interlace those fingers, release the pointers, and cross the thumbs. Relax the shoulders away from the ears here. Make sure you're pressing into the four corners of your feet. And then we're just going to kind of open stretch. So we're about to move. Echo. Stop. It's real life here. So we're about to move into our half moon series. So we're doing some open stretching here to see what happens when we move our body off balance. We have to adjust in the four corners of our feet. And so as we move through this half moon series, remember to press into both feet equally for the entire series. So come back into neutral. Bring those thumbs like they're trying to pull to the wall behind you. Relax the shoulders away from the ears. Press in through the four corners of the feet and strengthen the body from the navel all the way down through the feet. Take a deep breath in, and on your exhale, start to pitch the body over to your right. So on every breath, you're gonna lift a little bit. Exhale, push the hips over to the left. We're gonna be here for 4 more breaths. Breathing in, squaring the body. Exhaling, pushing the hips over. Breathe it in. Exhale, push into both feet and push those hips over. 1 more breath. Exhale, push. Beautiful. Press back into both feet. Rise it all the way back up. Relax the shoulders. Take a deep breath in. Stretch. Reach. Exhale, over to the left. Breathe it in. Exhale, hips to the right. 1 more here. Exhale. And we have 1 last. Breathe it in. Square the body. Exhale, push those hips over. Beautiful. Breathe it in. Come all the way back up to neutral. And then we're just going to exhale. Allow those arms to come down to the sides. All right. Take some big breaths here. And just open up the body, maybe with some shoulder rolls. One way, and then another. Opening up your body. And then just let all that energy that wants to escape kind of work itself out. All right, so we're gonna move here into our awkward chair series. So let's step our feet out, hip width distance apart. Relax the shoulders away from the ears. Bring those palms up in line with the shoulders. And then pull the shoulder blades back together behind you, pulling the shoulder heads from right to left to the wall behind you. Look ahead and find a fixed point, a gaze. Finding a soft yet laser focused gaze, it's called our drishti. This will help you in all of your balance. So finding that drishti gaze, take a deep breath in. On your exhale, begin to sit it back into chair pose. Now we're slowly going to descend in a chair pose that you're comfortable with. So maybe you come down with thighs parallel to the earth. Wherever you're at, keep pushing into the 4 corners of the feet. Keep pushing the heart forward, reaching forward with the palms, and then pushing your hips back. Drawing the navel back. Breathe it in and out. Inhale, press back into the feet. Rise it all the way back up. We've got 2 more chairs here to go. So we are going to rise forward onto the balls of our feet. So come back to that neutral, create that flat back, shoulder blades hugging the spine, strong straight arms reaching forward. Find your balance here. hold on to your drishti gaze, and then inhale, slowly begin to rise up onto the balls of the feet and all 10 toes. Take a deep breath in, and on your exhale, begin to sit it back into chair pose by bending into your knees. Keep pushing your hips back. Try to keep your heels lifted. Keep sitting back. Keep reaching forward with the heart and the sternum, and keep those hips just above the knees in this chair. Breathe it in, and exhale, draw that navel in. On your inhale, press back into those toes. Rise it all the way back up, and then exhale, let those heels come down. Last chair, pigeon toe the toes in. Drop the shoulders, create that beautiful flat back behind you. Find your drishti, breathe it in. Exhale, bend into the knees. The thighs and the knees should come close together to connect, but everybody's different. So just listen to yours as you take a deep breath in, and on your exhale, beginning to descend down like you're sliding your back right down an imaginary wall. Keep reaching forward with the palms, back with the hips, and you can come all the way down if it feels good. Maybe you want to take some bounces, and then we're going to rise it back up. On your next inhale, press back into those toes. Rise it all the way back up if you can, and then exhale, release those feet, and then release those arms. Shake it out. All right, so grab a drink of water if you need, of course. All right, we are going to move into our balancing sequence. So you want to find a good spot on or off your mat, and you want to look ahead to that drishti gaze. So find your focal point. We're going to inhale, bring those toes together close to connect. And we're going to inhale, bring it up to your mountain pose. So find your foundation, either your big toes are together to connect or wherever they are comfortable for you. Relax your shoulders, feel rooted here into the earth through your feet, and then reach with the fingertips. So you actually can feel like your fingers are energetically reaching to the sky, helping you balance here. So we're not just kind of hanging out in space, but we're actively reaching up. So think of a connection here to the sky, just like you can feel the connection in the earth. Find your drishti, and then inhale, right leg bent at the knee. We're in one-legged mountain here. Flex that foot, and for an added challenge, you can kick it forward. Beautiful. Bend that knee, sweep it across your standing leg. Keep that foot flexed. Palms move into the heart center. This is figure 4 pose. Maybe you stay here, or maybe you begin to challenge your balance. You can sit it back into a chair pose. Maybe you start to bring those forearms right down parallel with your calf. You must keep your foot flexed here, and keep squaring your body. It continually wants to unsquare as you descend down. There are other versions of this pose. You can take a little bit more deeply if you want. Wherever you're at in space, push your heart forward toward the front, and then pull those hips behind you. We're going to slowly begin to reverse out of the pose. So we're breathing in, reaching up, and then on our exhale, let's let that leg come back down. Release the shoulders away from the ears. Feel that energetic connection to the sky above. Root down through that right leg. Inhale, that left leg bent at the knee. One-legged mountain. Kick it forward here for that added challenge. And then inhale, bend at the knee. Sweep your left leg across the standing leg. Bring those palms to heart center. Figure 4 pose. Totally different side of your body, so be prepared for something different as you begin, perhaps, to descend down, looking for a deeper version of this pose. Wherever you're at, push your heart forward, pull that navel back, and hold on to that drishti gaze. Keep that foot flexed, And breathe that deep breath in and deep breath out. We're going to slowly begin to reverse out of the pose. Bring those palms back up, deep breath in, and then exhale, release that leg. Amazing job. We're going to move right into eagle. So inhale, open those arms, open the lungs with air. And then exhale, right elbow sweeps under left. So palms come together to connect, or maybe just palms to shoulders. Listen to your body here. It's whatever feels good. So maybe taking a few open stretches here, kind of tick-tocking the body. Amazing job. For this pose, I'm just going to turn to the side so you get a little better perspective here of what's going on. So come back to neutral, eagle arms, standing here. We're going to breathe in, reach those eagle bound arms up. We're going to sit it back into our chair pose. We're going to root down through our left leg, and we're going to bring our right leg up and over. So maybe those right toes stay on the earth as a kickstand, or maybe you can wrap that right leg. You're going to start sitting back with your hips and pushing your heart forward into your triceps. Maybe you can bring those fingertips down a little bit, like they're trying to run parallel with your thighs. Drop your shoulders away from your ears and push your heart forward again. So we're looking for a little low cobra, a little bhujangasana chest here. Breathe and then squeeze your arms and legs together like ropes. Squeezing, purifying, detoxifying the body. Take a deep breath in and out. One more deep breath in, squeeze. And on your exhale, slowly begin to rise back up. Keep that right leg lifted, flexing the foot, one-legged mountain with eagle-bound arms. Breathe it in, reach those eagle-bound arms high. And then as you exhale, slowly beginning to kick that right foot back. Feeling active energy here in opposite directions of your fingertips reaching forward and your right foot kicking back. Breathing, kicking, reaching. Once your body becomes parallel, you can release those palms to Namaste Mudra. Maybe you leave the palms here and flex that foot. Maybe you interlace the fingers, release the pointers, cross the thumbs, and move it into standing stick pose. Breathing, reaching, and then on your inhale, rising it up. Exhale, let it go. Amazing job. Let any of that energy that's trying to move out of your body, go ahead and do that. Breathing it in and out. All right, let's move to that next side. Take a deep breath in. Open up those lungs. And on your exhale, left elbow sweeps under right. Palms come together to connect. And then listen to your body here as you take some open stretches. Maybe it feels good to take an eagle bound forward fold. Listen to the body. I love eagle bound back bend. And then come on back to neutral. Take a deep breath in, reach those eagle bound arms high, and then exhale, let's sit it back into our eagle bound chair pose. Relax the shoulders away from the ears, squeeze those arms together, root down through the right foot, and lift that left leg up and over. It's more important to square the hips than it is to wrap the legs. So make sure those hips are squared, and then if you can wrap your legs, do so. Maybe you can begin to sit a little deeper. Maybe you can bring those forearms close to parallel with the thighs. Push that chest forward, pull that navel in, and then squeeze it together. Breathing, detoxifying the body. Breathe it in. Exhale, squeeze the arms and legs together. One more deep breath in. Exhale, begin to unravel. Keep those eagle bound arms lifting. Left leg bent at the knee. Inhale, reach. Exhale, begin to kick back as you begin to reach those eagle bound arms forward. Keep kicking, keep reaching, and then when your body becomes parallel, bring those palms to Namaste, heart center. Point that back toe. Maybe you interlace the fingers, and then reaching it forward for Dandasana, standing stick pose. Breathing, stretching, reaching, inhaling, rising it up, and exhaling. Woo, great job. I need a little water break, if you do too. And then one more balancing pose, yogis. All right, so we are gonna come back to our mountain pose. Just gonna make a little adjustment here with my feet. All right, so coming back to your mountain pose, we're gonna move again into one-legged mountain, and then we're gonna move in our standing forehead to knee pose. There are a lot of different levels for this balancing pose, so I'm gonna offer them to you. Don't push it past where you need to be. It's a very advanced standing balancing posture, so just take it to your level and listen to your body. Find your drishti gaze ahead, breathe it in, arms rise back up into mountain pose. Root down through that left leg, inhale, right leg, bend to the knee. Reach down, grab underneath your knee, and then bring that knee into your chest, and then maybe just rolling the right foot around, maybe stretching into that right hip, and then trying to lock into that standing leg or micro bend into that standing leg. Wherever you're at, we're looking for a strong standing leg. So level 1 is bringing your knee in line with the hip. Level 2, crossing your torso right over so that you're squaring over your thigh. Level 3, rounding through the navel, the chest, reaching down, creating that 10-finger basket weave grip right underneath your foot. Level 4, starting to kick into that bind, maybe beginning to bring those forearms and the elbow right into the low leg, maybe looking down to challenge the balance, maybe bringing the forehead to the knee. Beautiful job. When you're ready, releasing it all, and we're gonna move into our standing bow pose. So for standing bow, you can kick that right foot back, reach around, grab for the inner arch. Bring your knees back together and completely square your hips and your chest to the front of your mat. Breathe in that left arm high. Your left arm is your straight arrow, and your right side body is going to create a bow. This is standing bow pose. If you're here, maybe you challenge your balance here, or maybe you begin to string your bow. Kicking back, finding that right leg as your taut archer's bow, both arms straight. Your left arm is like your straight arrow. Keep kicking and reaching, breathing, and then when you're ready, inhale, rise it up. Woo, exhale, let it go. Awesome job. All right, we're gonna move to the next side. Find your drishti ahead. Breathe it in. Open it up to your mountain pose. Root down through your right leg. Inhale, your left leg bent at the knee. Reach down, grab underneath that knee, and then stretch into that left hip, maybe that left foot, and then pay attention to what your right leg is doing. Looking for that strong, sturdy right leg. Level 1, knee in line with the hip. Level 2, square your torso. Level 3, hollow out. Pull that navel back. Scoop through the chest like cat pose in the chest. Reach down. Create that 10-finger basket weave grip. Drop your foot into your hand. And then slowly beginning. It's almost like you're stringing an archer's bow here. Maybe you bring those elbows in. Flex your foot. Maybe you look down to challenge your balance. And then whenever you're ready, bending your knee, sweeping that left leg back, and coming in to your standing bow. Keep that drishti. Bring that right arm up high. Body is square. Standing bow. Beautiful standing bow. Maybe you begin to challenge your balance by stringing this bow on your left side body. Feel the tension in the foot as you kick the foot into the hand and reach forward with your right palm. Breathing, kicking, reaching, and then when you're ready, inhaling, rising it up, and letting it go. All right, amazing job. I'm gonna grab one more drink of water. If you need a little rest, come on down to child's pose or hip pause to gather that beautiful breath. And otherwise, we're gonna move into a little sun salutation bee flow. All right, so we're gonna find our way down to the earth. We're gonna come onto all fours into our tabletop pose. Knees underneath the hips, palms underneath the shoulders. We're gonna flip over onto all 10 toes. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, push those hips high. Downward facing dog. So maybe you wanna come into a little 3-legged dog here. Maybe you wanna just walk your dog out. And then find that beautiful breath cycle. Deep breathing in. And deep breathing out. We're gonna inhale, right leg lifts high. Exhale, sweep it through, right into a low lunge in between the feet. Spin that back foot flat, and then inhale, open it up here into your warrior 2 pose. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. Make sure those palms are in line with the shoulders. And then your gaze is over your front middle fingertip. Breathe it in. Exhale, sit a little bit deeper. Inhale, shift it forward. And you're gonna come to your hot style triangle pose. So we're looking for arms at 6 and 12, or you can take a half or a full bind. Maybe you can look up to those left fingertips and stack palm over palm. Keep that right knee over your right ankle to keep your right hip open. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, binds, release. Inhale, reverse warrior. Torso moves up and back. Side body stretch, so make sure that your torso and your heart are square to the left side of your mat. Relax your shoulders away from your ears. Breathe it in, stretch and reach. And then exhale, we're gonna open it up into a 5-pointed star. So toe heel your feet a little bit more together so that they are parallel and you have a nice foundation. Flip your palms up and inhale, open up, 5-pointed star. Exhale, flat back, forward fold. Dive it down. Hi. I love how the world looks when we tip everything over on its head. So right here, if you like to take an inversion, this is your spot. Otherwise, maybe you can bring your palms down to the earth. If not, just bend your knees as much as you need to make that happen. Bring your palms down to the earth. Maybe you can toe heel your feet a little bit further apart and see if you can bring the crown of the head down to the ground. Eventually in this pose, we're trying to bring the elbows,
the forearms, the crown all the way down to the ground, and then really just place a gentle amount of weight there and really open up the back line of the body. So amazing inversions, making your way back down to the earth. And then toe heeling those feet in a little bit further together for a solid foundation. Let's inhale, engage that core, rise it all the way up. Palms come together to cup overhead, thumbs cross. Toe heel those feet together, and then pivot on the heels, facing the front of your mat. We're gonna move into a pyramid pose here. So make sure your feet are in line with your hips. You might have to find a pretty short stance. Breathe in, square to the front of the mat. Exhale, tuck that chin in, round it down. Right down over your front leg. Now maybe you can just bring your torso flat along your front leg, or maybe you need to bend your forehead right into your knee. Take a deep breath here. Exhale, square those hips. Pull the right hip back, left hip forward. Dive into the feet, and then bring those palms back together to cup overhead, and slowly rise it all the way up. Open the palms, and we're gonna create a 10-finger basket weave grip here. We're gonna inhale, open it up, straighten into that bind, and then on your exhale, you're gonna begin to move the weight forward into your front leg, and you're gonna lift that back leg off the mat. Keep your bind lifting, and keep your leg lifting here. We're gonna move into a toppling tree. So just take your time, and whenever you're ready, you can surrender your tree right down to the earth, and you can work your standing splits pose. So maybe you want to take some Shiva squats here. You could work on some handstand kick-ups, or maybe just pulsing that standing splits. Or you can bring one or both palms around the ankle. You can look up toward those outstretched toes. Whatever you're doing, try to find that balance here between effort and ease. What can you relax? Stepping it back to your high plank pose, we're gonna take a chaturanga flow. So breathe it in, shift it forward, exhale, lower halfway down, hover. Flip over onto the tops of the feet, inhale, upward facing dog, exhale, downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Let's open the mouth. Let's take another cleansing breath. Let's inhale, that left leg moves high. Exhale, sweep it through, low lunge. Let's inhale, open it up to your warrior two pose. Relax your shoulders. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Make sure those palms are in line. Gaze is over the left fingertips. Breathe in, exhale, sit a little more deeply. Breathe it in, shift it forward. Exhale, hot style triangle. Bringing awareness to the outside of your front knee, keeping it pulling to the left edge of the mat behind you. Maybe you can gaze up to those right fingertips. Breathe it in, binds release on the exhale. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Allow that right shoulder to fall away. Left shoulder as well melts away from the earlobe. Keep squaring your body to the right side of the mat. Breathe it in, stretch and reach. And then exhale. We're gonna open it up here. Let's bring our heels in, toes out. Take a deep breath in. And then exhale, bring those palms right down to the knees. So a little bit of open stretching here. I love doing shoulder dips. If you keep your knees open wide and allow each shoulder to turn in. And then maybe you can gaze up and over that opposite shoulder, really allowing a very unique, very deep, because of the heat and where we're at with all these poses, stretch for the entire spine, from the base of the spine all the way up to the top. Really gently opening up. So finding whatever stretch here feels good. We're gonna come back to center, and we're gonna take some of those deep cleansing breaths. So coming to our goddess squat, our horse pose. Pull those thumbs into heart center. Breathe it in. Exhale, sit as deep as you can go. Now inhale, open it up. Exhale. Inhale, seal those lips. Exhale, open your mouth. One more breath. Breathe it in. Exhale, open your mouth. Beautiful job. We're gonna inhale, cup those palms, cross your thumbs, toe heel those feet in a little bit further, and then we're gonna open it up here for your pyramid pose. Your left leg is forward. Take a deep breath in, and then exhale, slowly begin to round down right over that left leg. We're gonna breathe it in, and then exhale, make that forehead to knee connection here. Breathe it in, exhale, relax what you can. We're gonna inhale, slowly begin to rise it all the way back up, and then opening up at the top of our stretch here. We're gonna bring those palms together. We're gonna inhale, create a nice bind, and then we're gonna exhale, slowly begin to pitch the weight forward into this left foot. And then as we begin to bring that right leg up high, we're gonna keep that bind lifting as well. So we're slowly finding our tree toppling, and then we're working that standing splits pose. So doing the same things you did on the other side, maybe those Shiva squats, handstand kick-ups, maybe challenging the balance, breathing it in, and out. Breathe into the effort, and let go with ease. You're gonna step it back to your high plank pose, and then we're gonna inhale, shift it forward, exhale, lower halfway, inhale, upward facing dog, and then exhale, downward facing dog. Let's take a deep breath in, and hi, Rose Cat. One more breath in, and beautiful job, yogis. We're gonna slowly begin to shift it all the way forward, and then we're gonna roll it into a high plank pose. And then we're gonna slowly roll it all the way down, coming down to the mat, allowing your body to find some rest here. So bring a cheek to the mat, bring your palms back down by your sides, take a deep breath in, and out. Finding the balance here with the breath. Big sweeping breaths in. Exhale, relax into it. We're gonna inhale, bring your chin to the mat. We're gonna bring those toes together to touch, heels click in to each other, press into the tops of the feet, legs straighten, knees pop up off the mat. Pull those palms right underneath the shoulders, zip those elbows high. Inhale, lift the head up, the chest up, the gaze up. Keep pressing into the tops of the feet, and then inhale, rise again, activating that low back into low cobra. Exhale, lower. Inhale, all the way up, best low cobra. Exhale, lower it down. Bring that left cheek to the mat, palms back by the sides. Relax the body as you breathe here. Big, beautiful breath in. Exhale. Breathe it in. And breathe it out. We're going to move into our full locust pose. So bring those arms back, or they can be in a low bind. They can be reaching out to the side or out front. They can be in your low cobra legs or they can be hip width distance apart. Inhale, lift the legs up off the mat, lift the arms up off the mat, and breathe here. On your exhale, you lower. On your inhale, you rise. Maybe you can look up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, rise it up. Exhale, lower. One more. Big, beautiful locust and fly. Exhale, lower. Come to your opposite cheek. Big breath in. And out. Breathing it in. Exhaling, letting it go. Inhale, bring your chin to the mat. We're going to begin to kick those feet back to the body. And we're going to grab for the outer edges of the feet or the ankles. And then like we're stringing our archer's bows here, we're doing them simultaneously. So we're keeping our knees in line with our hips and our shoulders, and we're kicking into our hands. We're looking up, and we're breathing. Exhale, you relax a little bit. Inhale, kick into this floor bow. Exhale, lower. One more. Inhale, kick into your bow. Exhale, lower it down. Opposite cheek to the mat. Let everything melt away. And then on your next breath in, bring those palms underneath the shoulders. Push your body up. We're going to crawl on up to the top of your mat. And we're going to move into our fixed firm pose. So starting out in hero pose, keeping the knees together, separating the feet, bringing the feet to the outer edges of the hips. So if you have a block, if your hips aren't coming down to the mat, if you have a block or a blanket, you can sit on that. Be sure to keep those knees together. If you're up on the block, you want to be careful at how far you take this next part because you're elevated off the mat. If you're on the ground, you can bring those palms right in front of the toes, and then you can slowly begin to walk yourself back, one elbow at a time. Bring those shoulder blades together, relax the crown of the head. And then if you're all the way flat on the ground with your hips, maybe you can slide down. So very intense pose, take it to your level. Maybe if you're all the way down on the ground and your body feels open for it, you can cross those arms above the head and just relax the body here. Such a personal pose with maybe a very deep expression, so listen to the body, take your time here and breathe. Once you're ready, bring those elbows back to the earth, bring those palms back on top of the feet, and then slowly beginning to push back into the elbows, reversing out of the pose. One palm at a time, bring those palms back in front of the knees, and then stretch your body out. Maybe you want to just walk those feet back, but after this tourniquet effect, you really want to open up the legs in whatever way feels good. And then we are going to move into a half pigeon pose. So unless you like to take half pigeon in double pigeon or in supine pigeon on your back, we're going to push into downward facing dog. We're going to inhale that right leg, it moves high, and exhale, bring the right knee to the right wrist. Keep that right foot flexed if it's away from your body, and slowly begin to move your body into your half pigeon pose. And slide a little bit forward here. So if the foot's away from the body, keep it flexed. Squaring the body here, you can always bring a blanket or a block underneath that right hip. Breathe in. Exhale, surrender right down to the earth. So maybe you need to bring in a blanket Or maybe you just kind of surrender down to your forearms. Maybe you can come all the way down to the mat. And then we're just staying here, opening up the body, breathing in, exhaling, letting the body melt. When you're ready, plant those palms, rising it up, and then moving through any poses or postures you like to take along the way, making your way back into downward facing dog. Be sure to bring that right leg up high, opening up the hip, and then when you're ready, coming back to downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg moves high. Exhale, squeeze it through. Knee to the wrist as you slide that right leg back, opening up in the hips. Keep that left foot flexed if it's away from the body. Squaring the hips, listening to this side as you breathe in, and then slowly lowering it all the way down. As far as you can go, whatever feels good. Breathe in. Breathe out. When you're ready, plant those palms. And then slowly moving it back to downward facing dog. Taking any of those same poses and stretches you took along the way on the other side as you bring that left leg high. Opening it back up. So when you're ready, coming to your final downward facing dog of our flow. So feel those heels melting into the mat. Push those palms into the earth. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Allow the chest to melt. Breathe it in. Exhale. One more deep breath in, and on your exhale, just look to the hands and gently come to a seated position right in the middle of your mat. So maybe you need another drink of water before we move down onto our backs for the final part of our flow. All right, coming down onto the backs. Just gonna roll it all the way down. Bring those knees into the chest. Give yourself a little tuck, a little squeeze here. Maybe opening it up by rocking side to side. And we're gonna open it up into happy baby. So maybe just grabbing for the calves. If you have your low back on the earth here, you can grab for the inner arches or the outer edges of the feet. And then maybe opening it up side to side. You can really feel the hips opening here when you rock from side to side. If you keep your tailbone on the earth, you can feel that nice spine stretch. And you can also feel your abdominal muscles working. Come back to stillness. And one leg at a time, bring it right back into the center. We're going to move into some supine twists. So let that left leg go long on the mat. Inhale, right knee opens out to the right side. Exhale, guide that right knee all the way across. Try to keep both shoulders on the earth here. You can open up your arms if you like. Breathe it in. Stay for the exhale, massaging, twisting breath as you pull that abdomen in. Breathing in, feeling the body untwist slightly. Exhale, draw the navel in and fold into this beautiful breath. On your next inhale, bring that right knee back into the chest. Left knee comes in to meet. Give yourself a little nice squeeze and tuck. Spine is neutral. Right leg goes long on the mat. Breathe in, left knee over to the left side body. On your exhale, open that left leg across to the right. Open those arms up. Breathing in. Exhale, massaging the body from the inside out with this twisting breath. Breathing in, feel the body unhinge. Exhale, surrender to gravity. Inhale, bring it all back into the center. Take a little squeeze, give yourself a little hug. If there's any pose that you've been waiting for, you can hit pause and do that now. If you're still working through some active poses, keep that breath moving. And then otherwise, we're going to surrender into our final resting pose of Shavasana. So opening up onto the mat, allowing your breath to come back to its natural state, allowing your body to come back to its natural form. Close your eyes and allow your body to relax deeply. Today is March 24th, 2020. And for most of us, this has been an extremely trying time. We may know people who are sick. We may wonder if our loved ones, our family, our friends, if they are sick or if they are going to become sick. And there's so much right now that we don't know. I know for myself and for everyone I speak with, we all have times throughout our day where we are grounded and we are strong, and then we have those moments where it becomes really challenging as our minds go along with the possibilities of the unknown. I had many of these moments today, and I wanted to bring this flow to you, to release, to detoxify the body, and to bring our minds into a centered place. Whenever we have these moments where we get carried away, it's so natural. It's what our mind does. It's here to protect us, to keep us alive. But it's up to our hearts, our spirits, our souls. It's up to your faith and your focus to bring yourself right back. So when it happens, just acknowledge it and come on back. When we lean on certainty and faith, we change our minds about how we see the world. Happiness is our birthright. No one, no thing, no virus can take that joy away from you. The more energy and intention that we bring to our faith, the more fearless and free we become.
So yogis, wherever you are on your mat, maybe you want to stay right there, maybe you want to deepen your breath now. Kind of re-energizing your body for the second time today. Maybe you want to stay lying on the mat, and maybe you want to come up to a comfortable seated easy pose. Wherever you're at is where you are supposed to be. And so we're going to come to our final few rounds of breath together here now. Wherever you are, let's take 2 deep breaths, breathing it in, feeling grounded, feeling the uplifting quality of the breath. Exhale, surrender anything else. Breathe it in. Open up your body with this amazing air. Exhale. Let go of anything that doesn't serve you. You're welcome to bring those palms to namaste, to heart center. I find a deeper meaning and personal growth amid the discomfort. We can do it every time we need to. Just take a deep breath in. Exhale with gratitude because we're alive. Yogis, until tomorrow, keep breathing. We can do this because we are alone, but we are together. Namaste.